Hey everybody, I'm Jelani.
And I'm Brooks.
And together we are Go Figure Reviews. Like, share, and subscribe. And for today, we have the Marvel Legends series 50th anniversary Wolverine 2-pack. This is not Wolverine. This is Patch and his good buddy Joe Fixit. And this is a 2-pack that I was waiting I was excited for this one.
I didn't know this was coming out, but when I saw it, I was like, ooh, it does look pretty nice.
Yeah, it's cool. And we've got the two guys there in the packaging. We're going to flip it around on this side and just look at it. And there's Patch. He is in disguise because he's running what?
Yeah, brilliant disguise.
Yeah, let's put a patch on his eye.
I got an eye patch so nobody knows it's me.
Yep. And then looking on the back, there is the iconic cover that's down here. It's done by Phil Noto, and the issue was written by Chris Claremont. This is the newer version on this side. I think they're going to be covers of all of these coming out soon, of the two. There's a disappointing thing on this I will mention later, but we'll talk about that. Of course, it has the words there. If you want to pause it, you can. Look at it. Show the little stuff off. Of course, on the bottom, there's the barcode. Sweet, sweet, sweet barcode. And on the top, we've got the 50-year spot varnish on the top with Marvel's Patch and Joe Fixit. So we're going to look at these figures. And of course, you know, where Joe Fixit is on that side too. We're going to crack this bad boy open and see what's going on. All right. And here we have Patch himself. And this looks like a new sculpt for Wolverine. This is a different body mold altogether because I've never seen him with this like suited pants and a suited jacket and the tux and everything. He looks good. Fun little fact: the cover art that's on the cover of that issue, they don't actually wear it in the book. It's just the cover art. So it just looks cool. It's one of those Wolverine things. Yeah, that's how they lie to us. And like looking real quick at the head, I mean that head is awesome. I think the photo technology is awesome with this. It's a better Wolverine head than what we've gotten before. We did get a patch version of this head on our Legendary Riders. Came with a motorcycle, and I can't find it, but it was horrible. So we're going to use this head going forward. And I like the hair sculpt and everything about this one. Looks so
Am I
nice.
recalling things wrong? Or did Patch and me originally have like the short cropped hair?
I think he did have short cropped hair. Yeah, I think it looked a little different than this. But this, like I said, this is the cover. So this is how it looked on the cover, which didn't look like anything else.
Wolverine if he doesn't have the Wolverine hair.
That's right. But he looks good. The arms aren't hindered by the articulation, and he can pull up pretty decently. He's got the double joint elbows. They're pinless, as you can tell. And
as they should be.
They should be, yeah. And these Wolverine claws look pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I like these a lot. I like the veins that are coming out of his hand, like he's ready to get you. Pretty decent, but because he's so laid back, so it's kind of different.
Classically, a guy who never loses his temper.
Yeah, never.
Cool as a cucumber, that Wolverine.
Never goes into a berserker rage.
He wouldn't even know what that means.
Yep. Thigh swivel, pretty decent. Now, of course, his ab crunch is hindered by that jacket, but I don't think you're going to put him in a lot of hunching poses because he's supposed to be slick and smooth. It's Patch. They're fighting in the streets.
Not Wolverine, bub.
Yep. He's got double jointed knees.
Who is this Wolverine? Never heard of him. He sounds really cool, though.
Yeah. But by the way, these are pinless. That looks good too. I like it. Like I said, this is an awesome new sculpt. Very impressed. He's got to have it, cuffed at the bottom because he's short, like he's supposed to be. They don't get that right. And then feet go down, feet go up. He's got an ankle rocker. Pig holes at the bottom of the feet. Looks pretty good. I like him. I like him a lot. He's a cool little man.
He's got what the kids would call swag.
That's right. And I think this is the period of time he's hiding from the Hellfire Club because they're kicking ass and taking names, I suppose. So he's like in Magic Corps.
About all those guys that I cut up at one time.
At that time.
And they became cyborgs. It was a whole thing.
Yeah. And so, yeah, this is his alternate head, by the way.
That's a nice smirk.
I like that. He's like winning.
Like, nobody knows that I'm actually Wolverine. These idiots.
He's getting it. And then, of course, he comes with 2 fisted hands as well. Yeah, and they
look for when he doesn't want to claw.
Yeah.
He just wants to punch.
So they come out of his skin, I guess. I thought they had the little tendrils on there
they used to have
begin with.
Guard thing on them. I think that was just like, I think it was a part of the gloves that he wore.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. But yeah, like I said, this is a very decent looking figure.
Yeah, he's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have Joe Fixit, who was like I guess an alternate personality of the Hulk / Bruce Banner from back then.
Yeah.
I believe it was Peter David who came up with the idea of, like, of Banner having like different Hulk personalities, and Fixit was one of them. He was like he's smart, and he's kind of an asshole. He's kind of like just a smarmy asshole guy, but and he's suited up in this figure, which is nice. He's got the matching white suit for Wolverine, which of course they didn't have in the issue, but it was just a cover thing. But he's looking pretty nice here. Like,
yeah, it's fancy.
Got the black tie, bow tie, and the head is pretty cool too. He's got that big wide head.
Yeah, it's different. I don't think we've had that sculpt before. So this is a new sculpt for him too, for as far as his head goes. His body is different.
He's got those tiny little ears.
His body is the Gamerverse Joe Fixit body. So except for the jacket, everything else, and the shirt, everything else is basically from another figure.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. He's got some pretty decent head movement there. Yeah, like, whatever. And as for arms, he's a big boy, so, he doesn't have the double jointed elbows. He's got the single joints. And he doesn't have the butterflies either. But, the jacket would kind of make it a little bit redundant anyway. But, I think, pretty standard as far as, like, big boy arms that you would expect. Like, if he does have any, like, midsection articulation, I can't really tell because, the shirt, I don't think he does, though.
It's a little, but the jacket
and
all of it.
Yeah. And leg-wise, he's a big boy, so, he's not going to be doing any Jean-Claude acrobatics or anything. And he's wearing, he's wearing dress clothes. He's wearing his church clothes, so. And the knees are single-jointed, too, because, big boy again. But he's got the church shoes as well. Fancy, those shiny, fancy black shoes that your parents used to make you wear to church. And you hated them because they made your feet hurt. But they're like, you gotta wear them anyway because you're church. And as far as extras go, he has a different head and a seemingly less happy head. He's a little angry,
he's kind of like ticked off or something.
Like he just found out that Wolverine just farted.
Yeah.
Like, oh! And I got a couple of hands as well. One kind of a clutching hand, it looks like here.
Yeah.
And then one that's kind of like a holding hand, it looks like. So maybe you could hold a wine glass or something.
Yeah. Or hold a set of cards.
And fix it, Joe Fixit. So yeah, he's pretty nice. Overall, I think he would definitely be a nice addition to any Incredible Hulk collection.
All right, and here we have the other Wolverines that we've looked at before. This was the Cowboy Logan on this side from the Sabretooth 2-pack is with him. And on the other side, we have the Brood Wolverine that came with the Lilandra figure that we reviewed before. Check those videos out. Also, there's another 2-pack that's out there that's Wolverine and the Lady Mandarin Psylocke. As soon as we get our hands on that, we're going to review it.
You're doing lots of these 2-packs, it seems.
Yeah. Well, it's for a 50th anniversary.
You only turned 50 once, I suppose.
That's right. So, all in all, they're all very diverse looking figures. They look really good.
There's like various points in the Wolverine timeline.
Yeah, and they're nailing most of these going forward. I really like them, and all the sculpts look decent. Even the reused body mold on that one, I kind of like because it gives you a new twist on an old Wolverine figure. So far, I like these. Yeah.
And here we have him with some other gray Hulks and Joe Fixits, as it were. And on the far left, we have one of my old legends, which was the classic gray Hulk from like way back when. Like, geez, it was like early. It was an early legend. Like, I can't even remember what wave it was, but
he's a toy biz.
Yeah. And like I never really messed with him much until like we started. I brought him here for this video, but he's pretty nice. He's got hinge hands. He's got like all kind of. He's crazy.
Yeah, Toy Biz was crazy with the articulation.
Yeah. And next to him, there's the you said it was the retro card.
Yep, that's the retro card Gray Hulk.
And he comes with like some a tattered orange shirt. Like, that's a big shirt. Like,
it is, yeah.
Like Banner was just wearing this gigantic shirt. Like, I'm not gonna rip it this time.
It totally happened.
Never works. Foolish Banner. And on the other side here, we have, this is a Build-A-Figure, right?
Yeah, this is the Gamerverse Joe Fixit. Yeah. This was our substitute Joe Fixit for the longest time. This is the one that was, it was alright. It wasn't accurate, I would say.
But for me personally, I think this new one's probably the best looking one. So
clearly.
Yeah.
And of course we give figure points out here. And Brooks, what would you give this 2-pack of Patch and Joe Fixit?
Well, I'd give it a 4.5. Like, it is really nice and I do like it, but it does fall a little short on the extras, I think. Like, I think, like a few more hand and head options would have been nice. But still, it is very nice. Like, it's a nice set for both Hulk and Wolverine fans alike. And, considering that the two have been, like, tied together since the beginning, it's appropriate, I think.
Yeah, it's their alter egos. They're going at it at this point.
Both when they're, like, trying to find themselves.
That's right. And, I kind of agree, but at the same time, I'm going to give it a 4. Mm. And I give it 4 because I was really excited for this one. This was going to be my favorite one, but man, oh Manischewitz, man, there are problems with me just with the articulation. Mm. You got to have the articulation. If you're going to do a picture, or at least make it look like the picture, or at least try. Have their arms folded. Work on it, and it feels lazy that they just use the Joe Fixit body from the other way for Hulk, or for this Joe Fixit. And it's I don't know, not really a big fan of that. I think they could have made a different sculpt. Made it a little different, giving them a Tommy gun or giving them something to work with. You know what I'm saying? They're gangsters in Madripoor. They should have some more stuff coming with them too. Like maybe some cards, maybe some other stuff. They're doing stuff.
Extras would make it like so much better.
So yeah, I mean the 4 is not terrible to us. We could get lower, but there aren't lower. We haven't reviewed anything that's terribly low. Yeah. So yeah, you guys tell us what you think. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, tell us what you think in the comments of what we've reviewed. Like, share, and subscribe. And of course, get out there and go figure.